that make luxury accessible. Visit William and Lauren in Oklahoma City or online at williamandlauren.com. Dress like a champion and make your style as legendary as OU softball.
You expect your home to protect everything you love, but you don't expect the ways water is breaking down your crawl space and damaging your home. Musty smells, sagging floors, mold are just a few signs your crawl space is compromised. But there's one way to get answers to all your concerns. A free home inspection from Groundworks. We put water back in its place. Go to groundworks.com, the preferred foundation repair company of the Oklahoma Sooners. Licensed in all states. See website for details.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Hey, Sooner fans, a game-changing year is upon us. Call it your staycation destination, your beat the heat retreat, your after-sport resort with indoor and outdoor pools, thrilling rides, restaurants, spa, swim-up bar, and more. Just call it Okana, and it opens soon, just east of downtown OKC, right on the river. Okana Resort and Indoor Water Park. Learn more at okanaresort.com.
Kelly Maxwell threw out the first pitch for Oklahoma. Looking into the Sooner dugout, Patty Gasso has the softball that they gave her and she's signing the softball for Kelly Maxwell and now giving it to Jen Rocha to make sure that the Sooner pitching coach gets her John Hancock on it as well. Kelly was up here yesterday. I tried to get her to put a headset on and hang for a while. We'll see if maybe we can talk her into it today. We're ready to go. Gorgeous day, man. What a way to start the work week, huh? 2 softball games, Oklahoma and Bowling Green, followed by Oklahoma and Abilene Christian. Home plate umpire had some final words for the Sooners dugout. We haven't been given the umpires all weekend long. Check and see if we have today's crew. We're underway. We're ready to go. Let's do this. Katie Hutter digs in, the left-handed hitting DP. The first pitch from Audrey Lowry is up and away for ball 1, 11:04 with the first pitch. And this the 24th day of February, last week of February, swing and a miss. Tell anyone that's not jumped on the softball train, there is nothing that flies by faster than the softball season. The 1-1 pitch is high, 2-1. We have the tournament next weekend with Kansas and Marshall and Kansas City coming to town. And then it's conference play. 2-1. Ooh, don't know where that missed. Ball 3. Katie Hutter, the junior defensive designated player today, hitting .300 on the season. Does have a home run and has driven in 2 runs. She rips this one foul down the first base line. A tough weekend so far for Bowling Green. Lost their opener 15-4 to Wichita State. Got beat by Abilene Christian 8-5, then shut out by Tulsa 7-0. 3-2 pitch misses low, ball 4. And that is the first walk of the season given up by Audrey Lowry. Here comes Addie Martin, the third baseman. Not bad for the freshman to go that long into her career without giving up a walk. 10 2/3. First pitch bunt is fouled back by Addie Martin. Addie Martin is looking for her first hit of the weekend. She's 0 for 10. The 0-1 pitch is popped up left side out of reaching out of room for Nellie McEnroe Marinas. I didn't know what to expect crowd-wise today, but pretty impressed, to be honest with you, for an 11 a.m. Monday start. Smattering of crimson and white-shirted fans throughout right, center, and left. And now Lowry hits Addie Martin with an 0-2 pitch. Bella Emmerling's going to go out and chat with the freshman, try to calm her down a little bit. Thanks as always to the great people at Courtyard by Marriott of Norman. Located just minutes from the OU campus. You can book your stay today at Marriott.com/OKCNO. Phenomenal event this weekend that was affected by the weather, but we worked through it. First pitch to Hannah Hutt is up and in for ball one. Tough start here for Audrey Lowry. Let's see how she works through the adversity. Hannah Hunt sitting .360 on the year. She is the leading hitter for the Bowling Green Falcons. Junior shows bunt, bunts it hard and foul down the first base line. Michelle Gardner, the head coach, stands in the third base coach's box, which is entirely in the shade, as is foul territory down the third baseline. Swinging at the 1-1, popped up towards the Bowling Green dugout, hits on top of it. That thing shoots up on the concourse. It's a unique shadow that is cast just out in front of home plate. The flags that wave atop of the awning here at Love's Field, they're waving in a shadow form right in front of home plate. There's a base hit in the left field down the line, cut off by Parker. Bowling Green's going to score the first run of the game on an RBI single by Hannah Hunt that scores Katie Hutter. And it's 1-0 Falcons. What a start for Bowling Green. Chalk up the 9th run batted in on the season for Hannah Hunt. She leads the team, and here's Cameron Kaufman. Jen Roach is going to go out and talk to her freshman. Somewhat similar to what we saw last Sunday morning down in Waco. Peyton Monticelli had been outstanding out of the pen all season long. Very limited action for Peyton Monticelli. She got the start against Hofstra and struggled just a bit. But out of the pen, she's been amazing. Audrey Lowry had not walked a batter and had only allowed 3 earned runs in 10 2/3. All those out of the pen. She gets the start today, and the first 3 batters have all reached. A walk, a hit by pitch, and now the RBI single from Hunt. Patty Gasso pulls the infielders over to have a group meeting with the Sooner infield. Nice job by Ella Parker. Well, now they shift. They move Parker out to right field now. Pardon me, that was Pickering down in left field. Apology. Pickering in left field did a nice job to get over and knock that down and keep it from getting into the corner. Or it could have been another run for Bowling Green. Corners are in, first and third. First pitch is ripped foul down the left field line and out of play. Kaufman, the shortstop, is hitting .304 on the season. She's been all over the lineup. Nubs this one back to the circle. Past Lowry to short. Barker makes the play, throws to first. 1 away, but Martin scores from third, and it's 2-0 Bowling Green.
First baseman, number 9, Taylor Barron.
Here's Taylor Barron, the first baseman. A very forgettable weekend for Bowling Green suddenly starts with some promise. Barron went 3 for 4 with a couple runs batted in and a run scored against Abilene Christian. Bounces this one to short. Barker up with it quickly, throws to first, 2 away. Sid Barker looking solid over there at short getting the start today. And after 2 quick Bowling Green runs, 2 quick outs. Here's Ashley Chevalier, the catcher. First pitch swinging, popped up, shallow left field, trouble, it falls. Base hit, 3-0 Bowling Green. What a first inning for the Falcons. An RBI single for Chevalier.
Left fielder, number 7, Peyton Steffes.
That'll bring Peyton Steffes, the sophomore left fielder, to the plate. Could not have scripted a better start for the Falcons. Lefty-lefty matchup, first pitch, swing and a miss. That's Pickering in left, Dayton in center, with Ella Parker out in right. An infield of Nellie McEnroe-Marinas at third, Sydney Barker at short, Agbayani at second. And here's a ball towards the gap in left center field, ranging over is Pickering. And a challenging top half of the first comes to a thankful end as Pickering ranges over in the gap to make the play and end things here in the top of the first inning. But it's one of the best innings of the season so far for Bowling Green. They put 3 on the board, and as we head to the bottom of the first inning, OU has a hole to dig out of. 3-0 Falcons. This is Sooner softball from Learfield.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has connected students and...
First pitch to Ilana Agbayani is in for a strike. And we are finding ourselves in a unique position for the Sooners this weekend, trailing 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the first inning. The Courtyard by Marriott Norman tournament. 0-1 pitch to Agbayani, shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a ball. She was midway to the pitcher's circle whenever she turned and came back to get ready for the 1-1 pitch. Approaching a 300 average, she's hitting 294. She takes the 1-1, lone away, 2 balls and a strike. Everything looks so purposeful with Agbayani. Walk right out to the edge of the dirt behind home plate. Steps back in for the 2-1 pitch. Young rocks and fires. All 3. That didn't miss by much. They are giving Agbayani the middle of the infield here. They have shaded the shortstop Kaufman towards third. Doesn't matter. She takes ball 4. That'll get the crowd going here on an early Monday morning. Sooner softball presented by OG&E. OG&E, we energize life. If you're hungry, head to Brahms after the game for a bacon cheeseburger and milkshake made with Brahms A2 fresh milk. Proud partner of Sooner Athletics, Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Store. Team's leading hitter, Ella Parker, digs in. First pitch to the right fielder is low, ball 1. They have just released the newest AP poll for women's basketball after their impressive ranking yesterday. Our impressive win yesterday in Fayetteville. The Sooners' ranking moves up to 13th in the AP poll. The 1-0. Blown away, 2-0. My frustration knows no ends for Baseball America and how somehow, some way they don't have Oklahoma ranked in their newest poll. That makes no sense after Skip's weekend he had. 2-0 to Parker is low, ball 3. Agbayani takes off for second and steals the base. Umpire with a very late strike call. So instead of 3-0, make it a 2-1 count. But Agbayani steals the bag. This is going to be a hard read on balls and strikes behind home plate. 2-1. Third stolen base of the season for Agbayani. Right there in scoring position for Parker to drive her home. That 2-1 is way high, ball 3. The perfect game top 25 for baseball had Oklahoma at number 12. They got it right. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. Well, this is how things started for Bowling Green at the plate. Audrey Lowry walked the leadoff hitter on a 3-2 count. And then on an 0-2 pitch, hit Addie Martin. And that's when the bats woke up for the Falcons. They put 3 on the board in the top half of the first. Sid Sanders can tie this game with one swing of the bat. Sanders hitting .375, shows bunt. Off to third goes Agbayani, and they got her. Great play by Kaufman, the shortstop. Sanders showed bunt in order to try to draw the third baseman Martin in. It worked. Kaufman got a great beat, but Patty Gasso right there put her hands to her ears, and we will have our first review that has been originated by the Sooners this weekend. This review is brought to you by Noble McIntyre and McIntyre Law, the law firm you should turn to for all your personal injury needs. There was a brief conversation between Coach and Alana Agbayani over at third, and Agbayani nodded her head. We're getting the replay on the big screen. In live action, it looked like she was out, but maybe she was able to slide around the tag, or the tag never touched her. Well, looking now, maybe I don't know if that's going to be enough evidence to overturn. We've talked about this a little bit. There is a new replay system. It's called the Hawkeye system. It's in effect for both baseball and softball. And there are new replay cameras. And around the concourse, when you're out here at Love's Field, they almost look like radar guns that are positioned down the first base line and down the third base line. Not security cameras. I think she's going to be ruled out, yeah. Sooners 0 for 1 on reviews so far this weekend. And that review brought to you by Noble McIntyre and McIntyre Law, the law firm you should turn to for all your personal injury needs. One away. If my stats aren't lying to me, that's just the third caught stealing on the season for Oklahoma. One away, runner moves on to second in Parker. Bowling Green came to play this morning, leading 3-0 in the bottom of the first inning. Sanders takes the off speed up. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is a little low and in. 2 balls and a strike. Sid Sanders, as we mentioned in rolling through the starting lineups earlier, 0 for 4 on the weekend. On Saturday, she had 2 balls that looked like they were leaving the yard. She has been walked 3 times. Parker is the runner at second. Pickering waits on deck. 2-1 is out, ball 3. Good eye. And wind picks up, waving in left field, beyond the left field grandstands. Three ball and 1 strike count to Sanders. She pops this one down the left field line. It's hooking foul and out of play. The ball carried quite a bit. I'll be curious to see how the wind affects anything here today, if at all. Very tricky still. Very tricky to figure out what this wind wants to do here at Love's Field. Full count. Doubt Parker will be going. The pitch, she is not. That ball is way up, ball 4. Three straight walks to start the game. Here's Cassidy Pickering. Sanders at first, Parker at second. Boy, Pickering starting to heat up. You can sense it. First pitch to Cassidy is in for a strike. Growing as a leader for this team, getting more comfortable in that vocal role. The 0-1 is up high. I had a chance to. Time is going to be called. This is a very determined walk from Michelle Gardner from the Bowling Green dugout to the circle. I had a chance to talk post-game after the Saturday games in Waco with Cassidy's parents. I did have to say that they were very, very, very angry with me in the most kind way possible. Because I want to hear more from Cassidy. I want her to be more vocal. But she's a good listener, and you don't want her to have things that are out of her comfort zone, right? But her and Ella being counted on to be a little bit more of a vocal leader. So, Tara, I hope you forgive me. It was great to see you and Scott last week. The freshman All-American, according to Softball American, member of the Women's College World Series All-Tournament team, is starting to cook. And she's got a good count here, a ball and a strike. The meeting is over. Gardner will make her way back in absolutely no rush to the dugout. 3-0. Sooners trail this bottom of the first inning. They got a chance to punch right back. First and second. One away, the pitch. Rip foul. I don't know that I've seen the anthracite helmets, batting helmets that the Sooners are wearing too very often. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Parker at second, Sanders at first. Popped up. Behind home plate, is there room? No. Got to be alive down behind home plate. We've seen one thing this season. Foul balls that get over the netting, they'll hit off that awning and just shoot right down towards the stands. Have your glove ready. 1-2 again. Pickering gets hit. Bases loaded for Tia Malloy. How about this for a start? Walk, walk, caught stealing, walk, hit by pitch. The bases are full of Sooners, down 3-0. Boy, Malloy had a day yesterday. Couple of hits, brought the juice. Takes ball 1 a little high. She's got a chance to be special. 1 ball and no strikes. Line drive, left field. If it's fair, oh, it's foul. If it's fair, it would have cleared the bases. It's a laser. Tia out of Woodinville, Washington, by way of Redmond High School. Travel ball was a premier fast pitch All-American in 2023. Carried a .494 average during the 2023 summer ball season. The 1-1 takes it a little bit up, 2-1. I haven't had a chance to meet her sister, Kiki. I know she's got Mira and Bray as well, but Kiki was the first opponent, and I saw where I wanted that player on the Sooners so badly. She was so good at Tennessee. 2-1, pops it foul off the netting. An Oklahoma game against Tennessee out at the Mary Nutter a couple of years ago that Jada Coleman won with a walk-off. Lost my voice that day and wanted Kiki Malloy in a Sooner uniform badly. We'll be happy with her younger sister, the 2-2s. Beautiful job of fouling off a tough pitch. Obviously, you know about the incredible attributes of her dad, lawyer. Her grandpa was a college football player as well. Roy Robinson played football at Montana. Very athletic family. 2-2 to Malloy. Got her swinging. What a pitch by Young. And there's 2 away for Sid Barker. Boy, that's disappointing because you just had the sense that something special could happen there. He's got a little bit out in front of it. Here's the freshman from Rockland, California, Sydney Barker. .333 average for Barker. 14 runs batted in. Takes the off speed for ball 1. The next pitch from Young will be the 29th pitch of this top half of the first inning. Sid Barker has flourished in these moments this season so far. The 1-0 popped up, shallow right field, could be trouble, racing out. A diving catch is made by Hunt. The second baseman ranged out, full extension, takes away extra bases, and definitely at least 1, if not 2, maybe 3 runs. What a play by Hunt. And that'll do it for the Sooners in a scoreless.
.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
Hannah Massaro leads things off. First pitch is up high, ball 1. The right fielder looking to get things started in the second, where Bowling Green has struck first. They lead 3-0 as we head to the second inning. 1-0 pitch is fouled straight back. Sooner softball presented by Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. And this is the Courtyard by Marriott Norman tournament, located just minutes from the OU campus. Book your stay today at Marriott.com/OKCNO. The 1-1. Pop foul down the right side. And Masario, the right fielder, a freshman. Masario is also looking for her first hit of the weekend. And she'll take strike 3. Lowry gets her first K, and what a way to start the top half of the second. Caught her looking. Here's Kendall Matthews, the center fielder.
Center fielder, number 19, Kendall Matthews.
Matthews made her first start of the weekend, the 8-5 loss to Abilene Christian. She swings through the first pitch for strike 1. Went 0 for 2, but scored a run. She was not in the lineup in the 7-0 loss to Tulsa. Pops this one up, foul territory off the netting. Fourth start of the season for Matthews. She is 0 for 6. A more comfortable Audrey Lowry looks at the pitch watch, brings home the 0-2, froze her. Back-to-back, backwards Ks, 2 away. More like it, kid. We always love to hear where you're listening or watching from on a Monday. Maybe some of you don't need that broadcast over the airwaves today. Always let us know by hitting us up at OU on the air on X. That's at OU on the air. First pitch to Katie Hutter is low for ball 1. Hutter walked in the first inning that started the 3-run first inning rally from Bowling Green. 1-0. Popped up right side, foul territory. Sanders gives chase. That hits in the stands, couple rows up. Already heard from Larry down in that St. Pete Sooner Den. Brooke is tuned in while at work today. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Riss is checking in from the beaches of St. Thomas. Buddy Doug Hamilton down in Hockley, Texas. Trey Linda Kerr doing multitasking today, like I'm sure many of you are. 1-2 fouled off. We'll hit the full rundown in the third inning. The best way is to find us at OU on the air. And we got 2 games today. Sooners need to get going here in the first one. Gayla Boone is checked in. Riley's mom. It's a good day now. 1-2. Just gets a piece of it. It was really, really cool last night to see on social media Riley Boone and Alyssa Brito, among others, taking part in a special day. Sid Sanders' baptism, and there's Riley Boone still. What an absolute foundation she helped build for this program. You got a good one, Gayla. 1-2, grounded softly towards second. Ogbayani shovels to first. That's more like it. An easy 1-2-3 second. And Lowry sets him down in order. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Oklahoma trails Bowling Green 3-0. You're listening to Sooner Softball, presented by Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. And this is the Courtyard by Marriott Norman Tournament
Destination. Your Beat the Heat retreat. Your after sport resort with indoor and outdoor pools, thrilling rides, restaurants, spa, swim-up bar, and more. We just call it Okana. And it opens soon, just east of downtown OKC, right on the river. Okana Resort and Indoor Water Park. Learn more at okanaresort.com.
First pitch in the bottom of the second inning is a strike to Nelly McEnroe-Marinas. The Sooner captain digs in, hitting .306 on the season, had an RBI yesterday. The 0-1 grounded softly towards third. Up with it is Martin, throws one away. Brings the hot-hitting Isabella Emmerling. Bella Emmerling. Her brother, Diego, is playing baseball at St. Mary's. We're going to hear from Bella Emmerling at some point today in our Sooner Spotlight interviews. She is excited to be an Oklahoma Sooner, and I think even more excited. Their two-hit day yesterday. First pitch is a little bit low, ball one. 20 career home runs heading into this season at Oklahoma. 14 last year, 6 in 2023. She's already hit 3 this season for Oklahoma. Here's the 1-0. A foul down the right side and out of play. Martinez, California product. Alhambra High School. Has another year of eligibility available, too. The 1-1 is popped up on the infield. Hunt is under and makes the catch, and a less than stellar shout-out, or excuse me, pop-out for the Oklahoma Sooners. As after the first 4 batters reached strikeout by Malloy, a fly out by Barker. Now to start the second, a ground out and a pop out. Here's Abby Dayton. She can go with 2. First pitch to the Sooner center fielder is in for a strike. Well, Maddie Young's done a good job of keeping the Sooners off balance. There's a ball that just missed. Well, the hope was to get off to a fast start. Maybe be able to chill and relax a little bit before game 2. Looks like the Sooners are getting all they can handle here, down 3-0. Dayton shows bunt. It's called a strike. A ball and 2 strikes. Sooners don't want to go 3 up and 3 down here. The 1-2 is a little out. Chevalier behind home plate. Maybe a little bit too much movement to try to frame that. Here comes the 2-2. Lifted foul down the left field line. Maybe a score like this could have been expected against pretty good Wichita State team or a Tulsa team that historically has given Oklahoma fits. Bowling Green's got to be on cloud 9 with this start right now. The 2-2 is in the dirt. Ball 3. There is one other game going on right now here in Norman, and it's down at Marita Hines. Abilene Christian and Wichita State are tied at 1. Bowling Green and Tulsa will play after that game wraps up. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Line drive deep to center field. It burns Matthews in center field. Off the wall. Dayton walks into second with a 2-out double and a much needed infusion of energy for the Oklahoma Sooner offense. Chalk up for Abby Dayton. Her 3rd double of the season. She stands at second base with 2 outs for the leadoff hitter, Ilana Agbayani. 3-0, the Sooners trail it. Agbayani walked, takes the first pitch, low, ball 1. Stole a base, and then was caught stealing on a bang-bang play at third on a big-time hustle play from the shortstop Kaufman. Sooners need to get something going. Can Dayton be the start of it? The 1-0 pitch is way high. 2 balls and no strikes. I mean, Abby Dayton is just putting on a show out there at second base. They are not paying too much attention to her, not like you necessarily need to, with the Sooners down 3 runs here. She's about halfway to third after each pitch. The 2-0 is way outside, ball 3. Hattie Gasso in her 31st season in that third base coach's box. Looks out at second base. Fale Palima steal. Over at first. The 3-0 pitch. Way up high, ball 4. Dayton takes off for third. The throw is into the outfield. She'll stay there. Now Dayton's going to round first and head to second. No one's there to cover it. Chaos being created. Second and third, 2 outs for Ella Parker. Credit Dayton with a stolen base. And Agbayani stays aggressive. Matthews came hustling in from center field to try to cover the play at second base, but she was too late. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Get a little energy going in here. Early start. Bowling Green throws a 3-spot on the board in the first inning. And now Oklahoma trying to get it done with 2 outs. Meeting at the circle right now is Michelle Gardner, the head coach at Bowling Green in her first season, out talking to her crew. Sooners loaded the bases with 1 out in the first. Couldn't push anyone across. After a ground out by McEnroe Marinas and a pop out by Bella Emmerling. A 2-out double by Dayton. And then the walk to Agbayani at second and third. Located just minutes from the OU campus, Courtyard Norman offers affordable, stylish accommodations with tech-forward amenities and classic Southern hospitality. Book your stay today at Marriott.com/OKCNO. Meetings are over. Ella Parker digs in, walked her last time up. Agbayani at second, Dayton at third. First pitch to Parker is outside, ball 1. Crowd starting to show a little bit of life here as the Sooners look to cut into this 3-run Bowling Green lead. The 1-0. Way up 2-0. Hattie Gasso hasn't really given a sign or anything, just counting on Ella Parker to find a gap somewhere. The 2-0 is in for a strike. Good take. Good take. That would have been a tough pitch to do anything with. Two balls and a strike. 2 outs for the Sooners. Parker takes ball 3. Sid Sanders waits on deck. Left-handed bat waves just behind the helmet of Parker. She takes ball 4. Bases are loaded again. Fifth walk by Young.
First baseman, number 1, Sydney Sanders.
Here's Sid Sanders. She's also a hit-a-batter, so 6 free passes. We'll see if Sanders can make her pay. First pitch is in for a strike. Crowd didn't like that. Maddie Young trying to work out of this second straight bases loaded jam that the Sooners have put her in. Sid Sanders trying to make her pay. They are deep in the outfield for Sid. There's another off speed that falls in for strike 2, and Sanders can't believe it. Dayton at third. Agbayani at second. Ella Parker at first. Great speed on the base paths. An 0-2 pitch headed home. Sanders drills it. Get out of here, Bull. It's a grand slam home run from Sydney Sanders to the deepest part of the field. And just like that, the Sooners have taken the lead. Touch them all, Sid. 4-3 Sooners on the grand slam bomb. She didn't like the 0-1 call and got the same pitch 0-2 and drilled it over the center field wall to make it 4-3 Sooners. And for Sid Sanders, home run number 3 on the season. RBI 6, 7, 8, and 9. All of this with 2 outs. Here's Cassidy Pickering. Ripped into right field. It's a base hit. Look at these Sooners go with 2. Four-3 Sooners, bottom of the second inning. And that's going to do it for Maddie Young as Michelle Gardner makes her way to have a conversation with a home plate umpire. Home runs this season, all season long, brought to you by the dedicated people of Oklahoma Oil and Natural Gas. Young has a smile as she heads to the dugout. Just couldn't consistently find the strike zone. And it was only a matter of time before the Sooners made her pay.
Include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
First pitch to Tia Malloy is low and in for ball 1. Malloy, a strikeout victim in the first inning. Bats here with a runner at first, 2 away, 4-3 Sooners, and Scarlett Anderson is the new pitcher. Transfer from Rhode Island. This is her 6th appearance of the year. Misses high, 2 balls and no strikes. Total numbers on Anderson: 16 1/3 innings. She is 1-0, has struck out 6 and walked 6. 6.00 earned run average. Here's the 2-0 to Tia. That's a little bit up and out. Ball 3. Looked like a pretty good pitch. Three balls and no strikes. So the Sooners bats a little bit of time to get going. Grand slam home run by Sid Sanders has electrified this crowd here at Loves Field. 3-0, strike 1. Don't necessarily know if Malloy agreed with that call. She takes a walk. Back in with plenty of time on the action clock. The 3-1 pitch to the Sooner freshman is ball 4. We mentioned pretty good speed on the base paths when you had Parker at first, Bayani at second, and Dayton at third. Not bad here with Pickering standing at second and Malloy at first. That for the Sooners is the 6th walk they've drawn in just an inning and 2/3. First pitch to Sid Barker. That's a strike. Nice job by Chevalier to pull that one back in. No changes defensively outside the pitching change for Bowling Green. And Anderson taking over the 0-1. Good spot. 0-2. Chevalier behind the plate. Martin over at third. Kaufman at short. Hunt at second with Barron over at first. Where's the face mask over at first? Rarely see that. Also at third does Martin. Stephenson left, Matthews in center, Massaro in right. 0-2 pitch to the freshman Barker, way outside. Good waist pitch. Sooners are 3 for 4. All 3 of their hits have come with 2 outs. See if Sydney Barker can continue it. She grounds one back up the middle. Heck of a play at short by Kaufman, but Barker beats the throw. Kaufman made a diving play at short. Malloy was already at second, so she didn't have the play there. And Barker hustled down the first base line to beat it out. Bases loaded again, and Oklahoma has batted around here in the second. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly. Don't want to make 2 outs in the inning, Nelly. McEnroe Marina started this inning with a ground out to third. First pitch, good one, right on the outside corner, strike 1. How about the hustle from Barker? I thought she had beat one out against Tulsa on Saturday as well. In fact, I was so sure she beat it out. I thought the review was on Bayani leaving early. Spoiler alert, I was incorrect. The 0-1 swinging a piece of it for Nelly, and quickly she's behind 0-2. 4 hits for the Sooners, all 4 of those hits with 2 outs. And they have batted around after McEnroe Marinas grounded out and Emmerling popped out to start this second inning. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, way outside. Good job by Chevalier to go save it from going to the backstop. The Sooners' lead is just 1. It's 4-3, but a chance to really blow this game open for Nelly. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch hit pretty well to center field, but Matthews is all over it. Makes the catch at the warning track, and that'll do it for the Sooners in a very promising second inning. Oklahoma sends 10 batters to the plate. They pound out 4 hits. One of those a grand slam home run by Sid Sanders. And as we head to the third, Oklahoma 4, Bowling Green 3. This is Sooner softball from Learfield.
.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
Well, the Sooners have dug out of a 3-0 hole. And as we head to the third, it's 4-3 Sooners. Back to work for Audrey Lowry. First pitch popped up foul by Addie Martin. 4 runs on 4 hits for the Sooners, including the grand slam by Sid Sanders. 3 runs on 2 hits for Bowling Green. Falcons were charged an error. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A little bit out. I would assume that would be on the throw down to third to try to get Abby Dayton. The 1-1 is in the dirt. We'll double check the scorecard just to be 100% secure. Last time up, Addie Martin was hit by a pitch on an 0-2 count. Here's 2 balls and a strike. Audrey Lowry pounds the zone, strike 2. You get the sense here today it's just a matter of time. Sooners got to withstand this early storm. A swing and a miss. Audrey Lowry looking like the kid we've seen all season long. She has struck out now 3 of the last 4 batters. Strikeout this season's brought to you by Tinker Federal Credit Union. TFCU is a proud sponsor of OU softball. One away for Hannah Hunt. Strike. Log on to Soonersports.com/kids for information about joining the Sooner Kids Club. Presented by OG&E and brought to you in part by Orthodontics, exclusively Mathis Home and Devon Energy. The 0-1 pitch is in for a strike. 0-2. I'm suddenly liking the strike zone. Well, that 0-2 missed just a little bit out. One-two is popped into shallow center field. Glass is on for Abby Dayton, makes the catch, and there's 2 away. I see you guys checking in all across the country today. A unique, guess you could say what, late morning, early afternoon doubleheader here for the Sooners. Let us know where you're listening from at OU on the air. That's at OU on the air. First pitch, Cameron Kaufman fouls it back. Jeremy is in Muskogee. Michael and Katrina from Sterling, Alaska. Sooner fans since 1977. The 0-1 pitch to Kaufman. Missed a little low. 1-1. Kaufman, her last time up, grounded out to short, but it drove in a run. She's 0 for 1 with an RBI. Aaron Kortschins is checking in from Powitz, Poland today. Sawed-off check swing that fouled it back. Kelly and Anita Ford out in Section 8. Randy Karen enjoying a rainy day in Central Florida. Teresa Lakin out in Section 20. Sooner Judy in Silver City, New Mexico. There's a chopper to third. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly. Cross body on the chopper makes it look easy, and that'll do it for Bowling Green in the third. 1, 2, 3. Be like Miss Jane Jetson checking in from Dallas. Lori and Phyllis watching in Barnstall, Oklahoma. Kayla in here for Texas. And, of course, Brooke tuned in from work as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Oklahoma leads at 4-3. This is Sooner softball from Learfield.
In the heart of Norman, where the fans are loud and Sooner spirit soars, there's a team carrying.
Emmerling misses outside. 4-3 Sooners lead over Bowling Green. Sooner softball presented by Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. This is the Courtyard by Marriott Norman tournament. Emmerling 0 for 1, flied out in the second. That's here in the leadoff spot in the third and takes strike 1. Located just minutes from the OU campus. Book your stay today at Marriott.com/OKCNO. 2 hits yesterday for Emmerling, including her 3rd home run of the season. 1-1. That skipped before it got to the plate. 2 balls and a strike. A 3-run first by Bowling Green. Sooners countered with a 4-run second. And if you're just tuning in on your lunch break, it's 4-3 Sooners. 2-1. Bounced foul down the third base line. Heard from our buddy Craig Moran, a Bowling Green grad. Got excited. Heard his alma mater was up 3-0, and by the time he tuned in, they're down 4-3. Hey, you can't blink in games like these, Craig. Sooners come to get you. 2-2 is way outside, full count. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Bella. Ball 4. That is now for the Oklahoma Sooners, with the walk to Emmerling, the 7th free pass that the Sooners have drawn. They've also been hit by a pitch. So 8 free bases for the Sooners. Ogbayani and Parker have each walked twice in both of their plate appearances. Here's the rally starter, Abby Dayton. Shows bunt on the first pitch way outside, ball 1. With 2 outs in the second, Dayton drilled a double over Matthews' head in center field. And Oklahoma proceeded to score 4 and bat around. Just got a chance to ignite a rally again here. The 1-0. It's right on the outer edge. Surprisingly, there's a handful of games going on today across college softball, including Oklahoma State, who's playing out of Central Arkansas. We'll keep tabs on that. Bunt attempt. She did offer at it. Of course, there is the Wichita State Abilene Christian game that's being played. I don't know why. I point every time like you guys can see me pointing at Marita Hines Field. It's 5-1 Wichita State. They're in the top of the 4th inning. Here it's 4-3 in the bottom of the 3rd. A 1-2 pitch to Abby Dayton. She pokes one foul down the left field line on a play. 1-0 Oklahoma State over Central Arkansas. It's in the bottom of the 1st inning. I think that about does it for the ranked teams in action. Texas Tech will play later this afternoon against UTEP. Game down in Lubbock, Texas. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Soft slap foul. Dayton can't believe it. Give some of our 3rd inning shout-outs after Abby Dayton's at bat. Presented by Oklahoma Career Tech, preparing Oklahomans to succeed in the workplace, in education, and in life. Let us know where you're listening from by dropping us a note at OU on the air. That's at OU on the air on X. Here's the 1-2 to Dayton. Called strike 3. She got froze. Second strikeout of a Sooner today. 1 away. For the top of the order, Alana Ogbayani. Tim is somewhere in Oklahoma on a Highway 412. Josh is checking in from Hennessy. Paul and Rudy watching from home as Joe Fournier is down in Pensacola. Larry and Danita Higgs in Prague, Oklahoma. And the mic is in his office in Shawnee with Sooner Yaya in Northwest Oklahoma City between meetings. Be careful. Ogbayani has walked twice and takes ball 1. Donna, Linda Pace are tuned in from Margaritaville, Water Sound, Florida. That sounds dangerous, Linda. 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Mickey and Nikki in Sugar Land, Texas. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ogbayani shows bunt, takes ball 2. Rizzo 405 from the back of his Frito-Lay truck. Jonathan's listening in while mowing grass in Waco. Oh, no, don't let me think about yard work. Still a couple of weeks away from that here in Oklahoma, I think. 2-0 is a little bit up, ball 3. Speaking of yard work, can't do enough bragging about the job the grounds crew did here. Coach Gasso has been over the top in a good way in her praise of the job this crew did. You saw what this looked like on Thursday morning when they started to work on it. You'd be shocked where we are today. 3-0 is a strike, 3-1. Gunny is out in Wagner today. Chad down in rainy Orlando. Lloyd in downtown Tulsa. Tim and Mary Gentry are listening from Waikiki. 3-1. Grounded to the right side. Could be 2. Hunt to second for 1. No, they won't have a chance to get Ogbayani. Emmerling is forced out at second. Ogbayani reaches on the fielder's choice. And here's Ella Parker. Well, you'd hate to have the momentum of the 4-run second and what Audrey Lowry is doing in the circle slow down with a goose egg here in the run column in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And Well, not a bad person to try to get things right with Ella Parker at the plate. 2 walks and 2 plate appearances. First pitch in the dirt. Hung Bayani thought about it. She'll stay at first. Phil is in Winston-Salem. Deb and Dan in Maysville. Heidi and Josh in Winterville, North Carolina. The Estes family in Leak City, Texas. Doug in Maryland in Saginaw, Texas. Brady said, please shout out my parents. We got you, Brady. 1-0. Check swing on a pitch that was out, 2-0. Ella Parker this season has drawn 9 walks and has been hit by a pitch 1 time. Second on the team with 14 runs batted in, trailing only Pickering in her 15. .622 average for Parker. The 2-0 is grounded towards third. Play up by Martin, throws across and gets her, and Oklahoma not able to back up the 4-run second. We head to the 4th inning. Sooners, though, lead it 4-3 over Bowling Green. This is Sooner softball from Learfield.
Oklahoma DRS helps see job seekers.
Green, Sooner softball presented by Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway, and the Courtyard by Marriott Norman Tournament, located just minutes from the OU campus. Book your stay today at Marriott.com/OKCNO. Ella Parker joking with the voice of the Sooners, Toby Rowland, this week. Today, the start of this week, as the first pitch to Barron is in for a strike. She's been so good, and anytime she makes an out, you almost wonder what's going on. That's how good Ella Parker has been. The 0-1 pitch misses. Oh, caught the outer edge. 0-2. Third inning shout-outs. Thanks to the good people at Career Tech, preparing Oklahomans to succeed in the workplace, in education, and in life. Little humpback liner on the infield. A diving chance by Nelly. It gets by her. And that's an infield single for Barron. That breaks a streak of 7 straight, retired by Audrey Lowry, and it's the first base runner for Bowling Green since the first inning of the game. I mean, that was just awkward. First pitch fouled off by Chevalier. I don't even know what you do with that if you're Nelly. That was almost like a perfectly placed bunt. And if you're Barron, are you flexing on that? Do you feel good about it? You should. She's at first, representing the tying run. Here's a bunt that's pushed right back to the circle. Lowry's going to go to second. Parker wasn't ready for it. Everybody's safe. Parker points to her chest. I think they might have had her. Parker was in front of the bag, and I mean, without even a pause, here comes Patty Gasso. All off-season, coach has talked about the opportunity to coach a little bit more. She even said it in our pregame. So many times, team before, you just knew what it looked like, and they knew what it looked like. And there's still a lot of learning. There's one right there. Well, coaches in the circle, catch up on a few of these. Shout out to Logan and the OU ticket office checking in today. Great job by our ticketing crew. Brenda running the show over here at Loves Field. They've kept things cool. Will Corporon's back at Springdale, Arkansas. I had a chance to talk to Will and his incredible family before the game yesterday. Okay, Wally is driving back from Texas. Chad is in Stillwater. Kevin from Kansas tuned in Topeka. Pam is in Lufkin, Texas. There's Brent checking in from work in Seattle. Thankful to have 3 monitors today. Brett, that's 3 more monitors than I have. Jerry and Dylan say hi from the franchise studios. Aren't you guys supposed to be working? Are they supposed to be on the air right now, Aubin? Come on, guys. I need hot takes. I need like Andy Reid should be fired. Meeting is over. First pitch to Peyton Steffes is fouled back. So a weird start here to the 4th. Kind of like the start to the game. Little looper on the infield. There's a swing and a miss on the 0-1, strike 2. Barron reached. She stands at second after Audrey Lowry tried to make the play at second, and Sydney Barker wasn't on the bag. See who they dinged with that error. Fortunately, I think Lowry's going to get it. Yep, grounder foul. E1 is the ruling. So first and second, and Oklahoma, when Patty Gasso said she was expecting to see a team that comes out fired up and gets us out of here in 5. They're in a dogfight right now. The 0-2 is low. Good 0-2 pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I think my favorite thing on the check-ins is everyone sending me shots of their setups today. Popped up, left side. Plenty of room for Sydney Barker. Calls off Nelly, makes the catch right on the cut of the dirt and the outfield grass for the first out of the inning. Hannah Massaro will step to the plate. Strikeout victim back in the first. 1 away with runners at first and second. Whether you've got a second screen going or watching with the dogs today, we appreciate it. Like Princess J, work was closed, so spending the day with the dogs and watching Sooner softball. First pitch to Massaro is in for a strike. Runners at first and second, 1 away. Sooners up 4-3. The bunt right out in front of the plate. No one. Beautiful job. Hannah Massaro beats out the bunt. Nowhere to go. And that is 2 perfectly placed balls on the infield by Bowling Green. 1 on a looper, and then on that bunt. Too far for Emmerling, too far for Lowry, too close for Nelly, and the bases are loaded. Kendall Matthews is looking for her first hit of the season, and the first pitch misses high, ball 1. Nowhere to put her. No mess around here. Swing and a miss. Last time up, Kendall Matthews was a strikeout victim. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Little check swing, liner, base hit into left field. We are tied. They may have a force out at third because a little fold at second was Shaleer, but she gets there safely. And a check swing liner that just gets over the head of Barker is 4-4. And Matthews has her first hit of the season, and it's an RBI single. Base is still loaded. Infield is in. Katie Hutter swings and fouls off the first pitch. My, oh, my. Here's the 0-1 with the infield in. Low and in, 1-1. Nelly a step in front of the bag. Now a few more steps in at third. And the baseline is Barker at short, as is Agbayani at second. The 1-1 misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. Sid Sanders even with the bag at first off the first baseline. Infield is tight and in. Outfield out middle distance. There's a strike on the 2-1 right on the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Big pitch here. The 2-2 with only 1 out. Grounded to the right side. Sanders up with it. Throws home. They get the force out. Back to first. Bring it up. 3-2-3 double play from Sanders to Emmerling. Back to Sanders. Ooh, and Oklahoma works out of a weird 4th inning jam. An infield blooper. A perfectly placed bunt. and a check swing RBI, and we are tied as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning, 4-4. This is Sooner softball from Learfield.
Whataburger knows that watch party planning comes with its own set of challenges.
We've always had. So join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month.
Don't miss out on this limited time offer. $1 down, $15 a month. Deal ends February 13th.
See Home Club for details.
You make the play, you lead off the next inning. First pitch to Sid Sanders, has a grand slam already. Takes it low and away, ball one. 4-4 game. Sooners in a dogfight here against Bowling Green, a team that struggled this weekend in the Courtyard by Marriott Norman tournament. Here's the 1-0 pitch to the Sooner first baseman. That's in for a strike. Just a weird half inning. Single by Barron was a little humpback looper on the infield that fell just in front of Nelly. And then the error on the throw to second. 1-1 is a little bit out. 2 balls and a strike. Four runs on 4 hits for the Sooners. Bowling Green is out hitting them. 4 runs on 5 hits. Each team has an error. Sid Sanders grounds one sharply to short. Nice hop for Kaufman. Up with it, throws 1 away. Barron with a big fist bump. Every out seems huge here for Bowling Green.
Left fielder, number 7, Cassidy.
Even on a day when the defense hasn't been the best, Sooners come up with a big defensive play when they needed it to end things in the top half of the fourth. Here's Cassidy Pickering. Hit by a pitch and singled. She's 1 for 1. Takes the first pitch from Anderson, low and away. Oklahoma Career Tech preparing Oklahomans to succeed in the workplace, in education, and in life. Visit poweredbyokcareertech.com to begin your career development journey today. The 1-0 is a little bit out. 2 balls and no strikes. Pickering's season average is up to 353. Scored 12 runs and has driven in 15 on the season. She leads the team in that category. 2-0 is a good pitch on the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. I watched Bowling Green play here on Saturday. I thought that Sooners might be able to name their score. The Falcons have come to play, and the Sooners have made a few mistakes to go along with it. The 2-1 pitch, Pickering lays down a bunt that's foul. Tia Malloy waits on deck. Score update from the Oklahoma State Central Arkansas game. Cowgirls are in a fight. Central Arkansas put 5 runs on the board in the bottom of the first inning. It's 5-1. Central Arkansas leads Oklahoma State in a game that's ongoing in the top of the second inning. 2-2. Wow, swing and a miss. A rare strikeout by Cassidy Pickering. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game by Sooner hitters, and there's 2 away. Well, Oklahoma's been able to get things going with 2 outs. Let's see if Tia Malloy can continue it. Sid Barker is waiting on deck. You know she wants an opportunity to atone for her mistake in the top half of the fourth. Malloy is 0 for 1, a strikeout in the first, walked in the second. First pitch had a big cut, fouled it off her foot. The 4 hits for the Sooners today, if you want a positive sign here, all 4 have come with 2 outs. Malloy giving a little extra time here to try to walk it off. Looks like she's going to be okay. Four to 4 game, bottom of the fourth. 2 outs, the 0-1. Malloy lays down a bunt that's fouled. Both Malloy and Pickering, I think, had good ideas. Martin was back at third, as was Barron at first. They just weren't able to put it in play. Pitch, low and in. Wind picks up, blowing across the field. Nervous energy here. Bottom of the fourth inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Off speed, Frozer. Called strike three, inning over. I don't even know if there's been an inning this season where the Sooners have had two batters strike out. Big one for Andy. Starting to see things come together for the veteran presence in this Sooner bullpen. Winston-Salem, North Carolina product out of East Forsyth High School. Kirsten Deal. She'll face Addie Martin. Martin was hit by a pitch in the first and just gets hit by a pitch here in the fifth. She leaned into that. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Kirsten Deal is questioning whether or not it hit the bat. Again, there's not a rule in softball that says you have to get out of the way of a pitch. You can wear it. Not allowed to hang over and lean into it. But a runner aboard for Hannah Hunt, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI single and has scored a run. 4-4 game, top of the fifth. See if Hunt's laying down the bunt here. She isn't. Swing and a miss. Deal, the junior has another year of eligibility after this season. Named to the All Big 12 tournament last year. She fouls, does Hunt, back the 0-1 pitch from Deal. No balls and 2 strikes. Deal had a bit of a rough outing against CSUN in the season opener. 3 2/3, gave up 3 hits and 2 runs, only one of them earned, but has been nails since. Here's the 0-2, up high, 1-2. Best outing of the season came in a game where she didn't even factor in the decision. 6 innings of 1-hit ball, then allow a run in the extra inning affair against Long Beach State. Here's the 1-2 to Hannah Hunt. Swing and a miss. That a kid. 1 away. Strikeouts this season are brought to you by Tinker Federal Credit Union. TFCU is here for you in life and money. 1 away for Cameron Kaufman. You'd like to see the Sooners get back in the dugout here quickly and get this offense going. Bunt attempt is popped up behind home plate, but hit hard enough to where it, from my vantage point, looked like it hit about 3/4 of the way up the netting. Last week against Baylor in the Sooners' 9-1 win. 4 2/3 for Deal. Scattered 4 hits, allowed 1 run, struck out 2, walked 2. Here's the 0-1. Popped up, right side. Who's got it? Sanders calls for it, makes the catch, 2 away. Agbayani was there, and Sanders says, don't worry, I got you over here. Veteran territory. Only one area maybe you can say is a little bit concerning for Deal. 9 strikeouts to 5 walks. Hitting Martin was the second batter she's hit this season. Here's Barron. First pitch popped up behind home plate. That'll get over the netting. Oh, nice catch. Should count as an out. Make it like the Savannah Bananas. Sooner fan in about 7th row there. Right behind home plate. Gotta love it. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Deal looks focused out there. When you have a day, things aren't necessarily going your way. It's good to be able to turn to a veteran presence like Deal and just shut him down. See if she can get the Sooners back in the dugout. Here comes the 0-2. Up high, runner goes, throw is late, and the ball gets away from Barker. Stolen base on a very risky stolen base attempt by Addie Martin. It'll put her in scoring position. Oh, they're going to say she's out. She left early. They got her leaving early. First base umpire goes over and says something to Addie Martin. Take the stolen base off the board. And that'll do it for Bowling Green in the top half of the 5th inning. We head to the bottom half. All right, Bats, let's get going. 4-4, Oklahoma and Bowling Green in a tight one. This is Sooner Soccer.
Our community with the same level of passion. Norman Regional, Norman's leader in health and wellness care. Just as we stand behind our Sooner softball team, Norman Regional stands behind you. From orthopedics to heart care and the routine checkups that keep you on your A game, Norman Regional is dedicated to providing the best care right because this is our home turf and we're committed to keeping it healthy, strong, and vibrant. Visit normanregional.com or call 405-515-5000 today.
Sidney Barker leads things off for the Sooners here in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch strike to the Sooners shortstop. Here comes the 0-1. Reaches and pops it up. In the shallow right field could be trouble. Racing in is Massaro, the right fielder, to make the catch one away. That drops Barker to 1 for 3 on the day. Lead things off here in the 5th inning. As always, the 5th inning is presented by Hal Smith Restaurant Group. Enjoy great dining experiences at any of our restaurants. Here's Nellie McEnroe Marinas. She is 0 for 2 on the day. Scarlett Anderson is putting together her best outing of the season so far against Oklahoma. Bouncer foul. And as this game rolls on, tied up at 4, you sense Bowling Green getting more and more energy and more belief. Not a rich history between Oklahoma and Bowling Green. In fact, they have only played 2 times previously to today. The 0-1 pitch to Nelly is low and away. Ball and a strike. Sooners won in Sacramento against Bowling Green back in 1994 by a score of 7-2. 2 teams played out in Fullerton. 2009, OU won that game 8-0. 1-1 pitch, a little bit out. Surprisingly, the Mid-American Conference, which Conference Bowling Green represents, has actually had some success against Oklahoma. Sooners with an overall record of just 22-10. Ground ball. Nice play at third by Martin. Snags it with a backhand. Throws across and gets her. Martin hops all the way to the circle after taking extra bases away from Nelly on a shot down the line. 2 away. Here's Bella Emmerling. I mean, Bowling Green is making every single play, even on the hard-hit balls. They've earned the right to be in this game. It's not a fluke. 4-4 game, bottom of the 5th, 2 outs for the Sooners. First pitch to Emmerling is fouled back. And just in my overzealous research, 2 teams in the Mid-American Conference actually have a winning record against Oklahoma. Any guesses? I guess I don't have an analyst, so this doesn't work so well. The 0-1 is in the dirt. Central Michigan and Western Michigan. Last time the Sooners played Central Michigan, 2004. Here's the 1-1 pitch and misses a little bit up, 2-1. OU split 2 games with Central Michigan out of the MAC in 2004. Majority of the games against Central Michigan, though, were played between 1982 and 1987. Here's the 2-1 to Emmerling, who's 0 for 1 on the day. Well, that's a nice pitch. Strike 2. 2-2. You can sense it. You can feel it, an uneasy feeling. Knotted up at 4. Bottom of the 5th inning. A hungry Bowling Green team has played well here today. The 2-2 pitch in the dirt. And just to put a cap on it, the Western Michigan series, Well, the Sooners have won the last 3 against their MAC opponent by a combined score of 27-1 and lost 4 straight to Western Michigan between 1981 and 1984. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Emmerling. Ball 4, no. Called strike 3. And the Sooners have just been absolutely fooled by the jobs.
And check out Ethos Life, the online easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
Taylor Barrett leads things off for Bowling Green. We're tied at 4 in the top of the 6th inning. Barrett takes the first pitch up for Kirsten Deal for ball 1. Barrett's 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Here's the 1-0. That's in for a strike, 1-1. Special late inning shout out to Shauna Mullins, who is in the outfield today for her birthday. You got to get us some runs going out there, Shauna. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. We'd like to thank Love's Travel Stops as the presenting sponsor of OU softball. Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Deal. Swing and a miss. That was another TFCU strikeout. Tinker Federal Credit Union, here for you in life and money. 1 away. This game started ominously for the Sooners. Audrey Lowry, making her first career start, gave up 3 first-inning runs. First pitch swinging, line drive into the right center field gap. It's down, and it's going to roll to the wall. Dayton cuts it off as Ashley Chevalier is in with a 1-out double. Chevalier drove in one of those 3 first-inning runs. She's now 2 for 3. And immediately to the lineup card goes Michelle Gardner as Peyton Steffes is due to hit. She'll hit, and Delaney Davis will pinch run out at second. She represents the go-ahead run. A walk, back to the first inning. A walk, a hit by pitch, and then an RBI single by Hannah Hunt, and then an RBI ground out by Cam Kaufman. Chevalier had an RBI single as well. First pitch strike to Steffes, who was 0 for 2 with a fly out to left and a fly out to short. The inning that still defies explanation is the 4th. Weird all the way around. Here's the 0-1. A little bit out, 1 ball, 1 strike. Barron started this inning with a strikeout. Started the 4th with a little humpback Heiner, I guess you could say, to third. It took a weird hop. Nelly couldn't make a play. The 1-1 is outside. That was a pretty good pitch, 2-1. And then in the 4th, a bouncer back to the circle. Instead of getting out at first, Lowry threw to second, and Parker wasn't on the bag. 2-1 pitch. Line deep to right field. Parker turns around. It's going to play it off the wall. Now drops it. The throw's going to come into second. Bowling Green's going to take the lead on an RBI double by Peyton Steffes. Sooners are in big trouble here with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. It's 5-4, Bowling Green. Boy, Deal just left that up. Steffes made her pay. First hit of the game is a big one. Forget about the mess in the 4th. Focus on what's happening here in the 6th, Plank. Massaro is 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch is high. Massaro had a big single in that 4th inning. And then Kendall Matthews, who didn't have a hit all season long, drove in a run. Popped up behind home plate. That'll hit off the awning. Kendall Matthews the same. Massaro and Matthews heading into today's game combined for 3 total hits. It was Matthews who hadn't had a hit all year. And they're both involved in driving in a run here today. 1-1 pitch misses high, 2-1. Bowling Green had looked defeated and beaten all season long. Michelle Gardner has found something here today. The 2-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. They're already looking ahead to the Sooners' 6th. It'll be 9-1-2. Dayton, Agbayani, and Parker. And Abby Dayton, she's provided the spark in that 4-run second inning. 2-2. There's another slow roller to short. Barker up quickly, throw. Not in time. Just an in-between hop at short. And Barker had to wait on it. And Massaro beats it out. She has a 2-hit day and has doubled her hit total on the season here in one afternoon. Here's Kendall Matthews. 5-4, Bowling Green, top of the 6th. First pitch from Deal. Fouled off on the knob of the bat. For a moment, I was wondering why no one was going anywhere, but right away, our home plate umpire points to the knob of the bat underneath the hand, says it was fouled back. Strike 1. Deal with the 0-1. Up high, 1-1. There is action in the Sooner pen. Bella Smith is up and throwing. Can't tell from our vantage point if there is a second arm or not. There is not. Sooner grad assistant Carly Keeney with a watchful eye over Smith getting ready. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a foul right into the mitt of Emmerling. Strike 2. Five runs now on 8 hits for Bowling Green. Sooners have just 4 hits. One of those hits is a grand slam. There's strike 3. They're going to call an action clock violation on Kendall Matthews, and there's 2 away. You have got to be in the batter's box by the 10-second mark. She was not, and there's 2 outs. Sooners get a bit of a break there, and will be ruled a strikeout. And here's Katie Hatter. She's been a problem today. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch outside, ball 1. That is the first action clock violation called against an opponent of the Sooners this season. 1 ball, no strikes. They've all been warnings up to this point. That was a big one. Deal misses outside, 2-0. 5-4 Bowling Green. Potential stunner today here in Norman in the final day of the Courtyard Norman tournament. Looked like Hutter might have been hit by that as she turned, but home plate umpire says no. And Deal, after getting the action clock violation break there, is thrown 3 straight balls, and none of them to Hutter have been necessarily close. Courtyard by Marriott Norman, located just minutes from the OU campus. Book your stay today at Marriott.com/OKCNO. All right, meeting's over as Emmerling ran out to try to calm down the veteran pitcher. Here's the 3-0 count. Ball 4, bases are loaded. And none of those pitches were relatively close from Deal. Massaro at second, Steffes at third, and now Hutter at first. And here's Addie Martin, who has been hit by 2 pitches today. And they almost hit her again. Ball 1. That's 5 straight balls thrown by Kirsten Deal. Jen Roach is going to go out to calm her down. You got nowhere to put her. An offense that's been stagnant today, and you're down a run. I don't really want to look at adding too much to that hole that you've dug here to Bowling Green. Riverwind Casino's newly remodeled gaming floor has almost 3,000 of your favorite games. Complemented by a variety of bars, restaurants, and the best live music in the metro, it's no surprise that Riverwind is always a good time. University of Oklahoma and Sooner Sports Properties would like to thank our concession partners, Anheuser-Busch, Fletcher's Original Corny Dogs, Coca-Cola, The Baked Bear, Community Coffee, Taco Mayo, Wonderfolk, and Boomerang Diner. Meeting is over. Nervous energy all around Love's Field. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Deal. There's a strike, 1-1. A desperately needed strike from Kirsten Deal. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Alana Agbayani shouts words of encouragement towards the circle. Takes a few steps back now. Her heels on the outfield grass, as are Barker's at short. The 1-2 pitch. Got her swinging. Big strikeout on the rise from Kirsten Deal. And the Sooners get out of a jam. And now the bats have got to wake up. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Oklahoma trails at 5-4. This is Sooner softball from Learfield.
Need to get back in the game when it comes to health insurance for your family?
Wrapped up with a fresh biscuit. And it's available at Whataburger, 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Think about breakfast, not George Washington. What a burger.
Well, the Sooners need a rally starter. Abby Dayton did it once. Can she do it again? We head to the bottom of the 6th inning, 5-4, Bowling Green. Dayton lays down a soft slap. The throw to first. Not in time. Leadoff hitter is aboard on a little bouncer down the first base line. I'm sure we'll get a challenge here. And indeed we will. We do not have a replay monitor in our booth, but we do have our second McIntyre Law review. Noble McIntyre and McIntyre Law, a law firm you should turn to for all your personal injury needs. Abby Dayton laid down the perfect little soft slap. She works on it a lot. It was absolutely epic in Waco last week. Here's the replay. We've got it on the big screen. Foot on bag before ball and glove. She is safe. Barring the umpires seeing something completely different. This is something cool this year. If I'm understanding correctly, the Big 12 did not allow those reviews and those replays to be shown on the big screens inside the stadium. Yeah, the umpire's already out with a safe call. Here you can see it. So a review goes the Sooners' way, and it's brought to you by Noble McIntyre and McIntyre Law, the law firm you should turn to for all your personal injury needs. Running first is Dayton. Here's Ilana Agbayani. She's 0 for 1, but has reached all 3 times. 2 walks, a fielder's choice, a stolen base, and caught stealing in the first inning. Third baseman Martin is drawn in tight. First pitch is a little bit low, ball 1. This is the Courtyard by Marriott Norman Tournament, located just minutes from the OU campus. Book your stay today at Marriott.com/OKCNO. See if Patty Gasso might work the play card here with a 1-0 count and a runner at first. Line drive, base hit into right field. Dayton rounds second hard. She's off the third, and the Sooners have put runners at first and third to start things off in the bottom of the 6th inning. Down a run. Here's Ella Parker. Anderson nods towards the Bowling Green dugout, acknowledging that her day is done. And she's got fiery words of encouragement for Mackenzie Krafsick, who is going to be our new pitcher. We got a Love's Travel Stops pitching change. We'll take a 60-second timeout. The Sooners in a dogfight with the Bowling Green Falcons. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. OU trails it 5-4 as we go to the bullpen for this pitching change. Remember, Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. Back in 1 minute. This is Sooner softball from Learfield.
Dr. Luke was talking on the telephone. He didn't know it was being recorded.
Can you imagine seeing something like that for the first time without having to wear your glasses? I mean, you experienced it. I mean, tell me what it was like the first time you got to do stuff like that without your glasses.
I mean, I remember it so vividly. It was 15 years ago. I sat up from the bed for the first time. I saw the clock across the wall, and I read the hands immediately, something I'd never been able to do. And then on the drive home, I saw the intricate details of all the leaves on the trees. And when I got home, I had this smile that my friends absolutely ridiculed me for, because it was this a grin that just would not leave. I was smiling for weeks.
I cannot imagine.
I'm Dr. Anna, and if you want 20/20 vision again through a LASIK or a custom lens replacement, we're committed to helping you find a way to make that happen. Financing makes everything possible.
Take a look at Clearsight. Clearsight.com.
So new pitcher Mackenzie Krafsick has been called upon to try to slow down the Sooner rally. The junior out of Aurora, Ohio. Her 5th appearance of the season with a 9.63 ERA, and Ella Parker steps to the plate. First and third. First pitch, little lollipop change. Drops in. Ogbayani off to second, and Krafsick will watch her just take the bag. Now the go-ahead run is at second for the Sooners with nobody out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Sooners down 5-4. Parker's 0 for 1 with 2 walks on the day. Right-hander Krafsick spins the ball on her right thigh. Now she's ready. Rocks and fires with the 0-1 to Parker. A little loud. 1 ball, 1 strike. Parker walked in the first, walked in the second, and then in the third, grounded out on a slow roller to third. The 1-1 pitch. Line deep to left field. It's trouble, and it's dropped. They're going to say foul ball. The runners are going. They're going to say foul ball as Steffes was trying to make the play down the line. She reached out, and the ball hit off her glove. Third base umpire had a really good view of it. And he called foul right away. I don't have a monitor. It was close. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Parker. Way outside. 2-2. Steffes nearly made an amazing play, but maybe by dropping it, she saved the tying run from scoring, because at the least, Dayton would have scored from third, tagging up. Here's the 2-2. Same place, left field, racing over is Steffes to make the catch. Tagging from third and scoring the tying run is Abby Dayton. And we are knotted up at 5. On the sac fly from Sweet Baby, it's 5-5. Credit Parker with her now team leading 15th RBI on the season. And here's Sid Sanders. She had the big blast of the game. A 2nd inning grand slam home run. Runner at second. She takes the first pitch for strike 1 on the outside corner. 5-5 game. The Sooners have answered the Bowling Green top of the 6th run, manufacturing a run of their own. And the go-ahead run, Ilana Ogbayani stands at second with only 1 out. Here's the 0-1 to Sid. Outside, 1-1. Sanders hit that grand slam over the 225 sign, dead straight center field. 1-1. Grounded towards third. Wow, what a play by Martin. Looks back, Agbayani throws, and there's 2 away for Cassidy Pickering. I'm telling you, Martin over there at third has made every play hit her way. Now Cassidy Pickering trying to go with 2 outs here. Pickering on the day is 1 for 2. She was also hit by a pitch early. First pitch low and away. Well, regardless of what happens, I mean, this game very much in doubt. Bowling Green's got to leave here with a little bit of confidence after this. What had been a very forgetful trip so far. The 1-0 misses low, 2-0. Still think we'll look back on that call down the left field line on Steffes. And she might have been in play whenever she touched that ball. 2-0 pitch. Pickering takes it up and away, ball 3. Patty Gasso wasn't protesting too terribly much. And you also, how many good looks did they have because of how tight that is down in that left field corner? Here's the 3-0 to Pickering. There's a strike. Now she's ready. Sooners have just 6 hits today, but they have drawn 7 walks and have 1 hit by pitch. The 3-1 pitch to the Sooner left fielder. It's ball 4. Here comes Tia Malloy. Make that 8 walks drawn by Sooner hitters today. Malloy's drawn 1 of them. She's 0 for 2, though, with a couple of strikeouts. But what a spot here for the DP. She loves to attack the first pitch. Let's see what Krafsick has in a tie game in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch is up high, ball 1. Well, immediately, Michelle Gardner, the first-year head coach for Bowling Green, makes her way out of the Falcon dugout to come and talk. Planet Fitness is a proud partner of Sooner Softball with multiple locations in Oklahoma. Planet Fitness can help you with whatever you are getting fit for. Join today. And if you want to know who's doing a whole lot for the state of Oklahoma, look no further than the people of Oklahoma Oil and Natural Gas. From contributing billions to education, funding medical research, and supporting the arts, they are deeply invested in the well-being of our state. The meeting continues in the circle. Reminder about the good folks at Bob Moore Ford, proud to honor service members to the Patriot of the Game. To nominate a Patriot, visit bobmooreford.com/hero. And as always, we'd like to thank our OU Community Cornerstone partners, Fowler Auto Group, OU Health, OG&E, and Coca-Cola. The University of Oklahoma Athletics is one with you. It's actually our OU Community Outreach partners. All right, 1-0 count. We're ready to get back to business here. Malloy digs in. Ani at second. Pickering at first. Fisted foul down the left side. Abby Dade started the inning with an infield single. Alana Agbayani ripped one into right field. First and third for Ella Parker. Agbayani stole second, her second stolen base of the day. Parker drove in Dayton with a sac fly. Now Tia Malloy trying to add to it and give the Sooners the lead. Lollipop change hangs up high, 2-1. I think it goes without saying this would be probably the biggest win in Bowling Green program history. 2-1. Malloy fouls it back, 2-2. Just the third meeting between the two teams. 4 tournament appearances for Bowling Green. They haven't won an NCAA tournament game. Here's the 2-2 to Malloy. Bounce back up the middle. Cut off it short by Kaufman. Steps on the bag. Sooners are going to win this in 7. It'll be in a walk-off. We'll head to the 7th inning. Bowling Green and Oklahoma tied at 5. This is Sooner softball from Learfield.
Oklahoma DRS helps job seekers with disabilities become taxpayers.
Their whole thing is to help people with disabilities go back to work.
They knew that I would be successful if I did not give up. They have given me...
With Sam Landry to try to keep this game tied. In fact, Sam Landry is now in the circle, and a new right fielder is Maya Bland. So Sooners going with the defensive shift, and Hannah Hunt will lead. Three, single drove in a run and in the 3-run first inning. Landry's been outstanding in a Sooner uniform. 3-0 on the season, does have a save. 1 pitch, hop foul. 41 strikeouts to just 3 walks for Sam Landry. She got the win here yesterday in the 8-1 dub over Wichita State. 5 2/3 in that game, 3 hits, just 1 run. Struck out 10, walked 1. 0-2 pitch to Hunt, fouled back. I guess you could say overall, it's just frustrating with all the opportunities you feel like the Sooners have had. They've stranded 9 runners here today. Here's the 0-2 to Hannah Hunt. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. 1 away. Chalk up the 42nd strikeout of the season for Sam Landry. And for Sooner pitchers today, strikeout number 8. 3 for Audrey Lowry, 4 for Kirsten Deal, and now the first one for Sam Landry. There's Cameron Kaufman, swing and a miss on the rise. Strikeouts this season brought to you by Tinker Federal Credit Union. TFCU is here for you in life and money. Oh, 1. Man, that's right where it needs to be. Strike 2. Sam Landry has come out of the pen, giving the Sooners what they need. Strike after strike after strike. Swing and a miss. Wow. Kaufman goes down swinging. And there's 2 away for Barron. Taylor Barron is 1 for 3. Again, still one of the weirdest innings so far this season was the 4th inning. Barron led it off with an infield single that, was perfectly placed. Here's the first pitch from Sam Landry to Barron. That's in for a strike. They've gone final down at Marita Hines. Wichita State has beaten Abilene Christian 10-3. Sooners and Abilene Christian will square off 30 minutes after the completion of this game. Wow. I don't know where that missed, but it's called ball 1. You hear the crowd reaction. Sam Landry just pounding the zone here. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2. Actually, the pitch before that looked better than her 10th pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Landry looking to make quick work of Bowling Green here in the top of the 7th. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Oh, she just got a piece of it to stay alive. It popped out of Emmerling's glove. One ball and 2 strikes. Do it again. Landry holds that glove up high by her chest. Brings home the 1-2. There it is. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by her. 3 up, 3 down, all by way of the K. We head to the bottom of the 7th, tied at 5. This is Sooner softball from Learfield.
Homeland brings savings, and Sooner wins.
Of the 7th inning. What a top half from Sam Landry. comes out of the pen, throwing BBs. Strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. And as we're tied at 5, Gabby Garcia will be called upon to lead things off for the Sooners here in the 7th. 5 runs on 6 hits for OU. One of those hits, a grand slam home run from Sid Sanders. Oklahoma has committed an error, made a couple of un-Oklahoma-like defensive mistakes, I think is the only fair way to put it. And Garcia will look to get things started as she takes the first pitch for ball 1 from Kravsick, who is back for her second inning of work. What a gorgeous day. See if the Sooners can make it even prettier. 1-0 to Garcia, swings and launches it the other way. Gabby Garcia. We've seen her in the lineup quite a bit. She's started the first 2 games of this series. 241 average on the season so far. Has scored 5 runs. Does have a home run. 3 of her 5 hits are extra base hits. She takes the 1-1 a little bit out, 2-1. 4 of the 6 Sooner hits have come with 2 outs. The only 2 that didn't. Leadoff infield single by Dayton. And then the Ogbayani double. There's a hot shot to short. Off a hop. Kaufman makes a great play. Throws to first. Got her. I mean, Bowling Green has made every defensive play here today, and that's one of the better ones. 1 out. Speaking of players who have been busy, Nellie McEnroe-Marinas. Oh for 3 on the day for Nellie. Has 1 home run on the season. Pretty good time for number 2 here, Nellie. First pitch popped up. Kaufman at short is under it, makes the catch, and a tough start to the 7th here for the Sooners. The ground out on the, well, not even ground out, the liner on the hop. Kaufman makes a fantastic play, and then McEnroe on the first pitch pops out. Well, there's Bella Emmerling, had 2 hits yesterday, including a home run. She's 0 for 2 today with a walk. Popped out to second in the 2nd, walked in the 3rd, got caught looking in the 5th. Here's the first pitch to Bella. Hot shot to short. We're going to play extra innings. Up with it is Kaufman. Throws to first. We'll go to the 8th. How about that? Bowling Green, a quick 1-2-3 7th. We'll play extra innings again. 3rd time this season the Sooners have been pushed to extras. We're knotted up at 5 as we head to the 8th. This is Sooner Softball from Learfield.
I'm Dr. Anna, and if you want 2020...
Okay, DRS.gov. 800-487-4042.
Here we go. Back to work for Sam Landry. 5-5 game. First pitch, swing and a miss. Oh, you had a chance to put more than a run up in the bottom of the 6th inning, but they were held to 1, so we move on to extra innings after a very quick 7th inning. Ashley Chevalier takes the 0-1 pitch for ball 1, a little bit up. Two for 3 day for Chevalier. She's kind of been in the middle of everything for Bowling Green. Here's the 1-1. Nice off speed that drops in for a strike. 5 runs on 8 hits for Bowling Green. They've out-hit the Sooners. 1 error, 6 runners left on base. 5 runs on 6 hits and an error for the Sooners. 9 runners left on base. Landry gets the strikeout on the 1-2, threw it right by her. 1 away. Well, it seems like in Sam Landry, the Sooners have taken some control in the circle. It's another Tinker Federal Credit Union strikeout. TFCU, proud sponsors of OU softball. First pitch a little bit into Steffes. That is the 11th strikeout by Sooner pitchers today. 4 by Landry in an inning and a third already. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. OU and Abilene Christian will be coming up at 2 o'clock. Well, that could obviously move back a little bit depending on when this game finishes. Here's the 1-1. That's it for a strike, 1-2. By the way, that pitch was in the exact same spot that the 0-1 pitch was. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Steffes, the lefty, waits the 1-2. Missed a little bit low, 2-2. Orthodontics exclusively is proud to sponsor the Junior Captain of the game. Junior Captain is the ultimate fan experience for children grade 3 through 7. Visit either location in Norman or South OKC for your free consultation. 2-2, check swing. Did she go? I don't think so, no. Sam Landry goes full. "21 pitches so far for Landry, 15 of them for strikes. Need one here, the 3-2. Wow, froze her on a dirty off-speed pitch. Put the backwards K in the book. 2 away. 6 straight strikeouts by Sooner pitching. Addie Martin, Kirsten Deal got her to end the 6th. 5 batters so far from Landry, 5 Ks. Massaro takes the first pitch low. Anna Massaro came in to this game with only 2 hits on the season. She's 2 for 3. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Landry. Popped up. Who's got it? Bella Emmerling does. That'll do it in the top half of the 8th. 3 up, 3 down. That was quick. We head to the bottom half. You're listening to Sooner Softball, presented by Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. And this is the Courtyard by Marriott Norman tournament, located just minutes from the OU campus. Book your stay today at Marriott.com/OKCNO. He has been absolutely filthy since coming into this game. And who else to start the rally? But Abby Dayton takes the first pitch low. One ball to Dayton, who on the day has 2 hits and has scored 2 of the 5 Sooner runs. And she hammers one deep to center field. A leaping catch is made at the warning track for out number 1 by Matthews. That was very similar to the second inning double that that Abby Dayton hit. Here's Alana Ogbayani. That ball was smoked. Ogbayani had a base hit her last time up. They pull in the infield. Barron at first, Martin at third. First pitch, Ogbayani takes a strike. She's 1 for 2 today, is Ogbayani, but has reached base all 4 times. She's stolen 2 bases, was caught stealing once, and has scored a run. What a day. Here's the 0-1. A little loud. 1 ball and 1 strike. Looked like a pretty good pitch. One ball, 1 strike. Hard hit ball down the left field line, slicing foul and out of play, away from Steffes down the left field line. At least in our last check, Bowling Green has gone with the same defensive alignment. Steffes in left, Matthew in center, Massaro in right. Martin over at third has been outstanding, as has Kaufman at short. Hunt at second and Barron at first. Ground ball right side, diving play by Barron, race to the bag, and she beats it. 2 away. Well, Abilene Christian will await an opportunity to square off against the Oklahoma Sooners. They just lost to Wichita State down at Marita Hines Field. My final score, let's see, what was our final score in that game? 10-3. Here's Ella Parker. 2 quick outs here in the 8th. Third extra inning game of the season for the Sooners. Here's the first pitch to Parker. That's in for a strike. Ella drove in the tying run in the bottom of the 6th inning with a sac fly. We're in the 8th, tied up at 5. Here's the 0-1. Parker takes it outside, 1-1. The pitch, a little bit low and in. Parker walked in the 1st inning. Was stranded at 3rd. The Sooners stranded the bases loaded with 1 out in the 1st inning. Strikeout by Malloy, pop out by Barker. Walked and scored a run in the 2nd on the grand slam by Sanders. She takes ball 3, low and in. Grounded out in the 3rd, and in the 6th, drove in the game-tying run, but should it have been more? Controversial call on a ball that looked fair down the left field line, 3-0. Bounce back up the middle, why not? Into center field, a base hit. Sooners get their first base runner since the 6th. And with 2 outs here in the 8th, today's hero, Sid Sanders, can add to her GOAT nature in this game. Her grand slam home run gave the Sooners its first lead of the game in the 2nd. Now she can finish Bowling Green by leaving the yard or maybe putting one in the gap. They are deep in the outfield. First pitch to Sanders. A little bit in, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch headed home to Sanders. Checked her swing. Parker got a late jump, but slides in ahead of the tag. It's a stolen base, and the winning run is in scoring position. Ella Parker is now 6 for 6 on stolen bases this season. And the Sooners have stolen 4 here today. The 1-1 pitch to Sanders, low, ball 2. Here's the 2-1. Ground ball to short. Bobbled. Oh, they're human. A mistake is made by Kaufman. Sanders beats it out without a throw. And Ella Parker's base running flashed right in front of Kaufman as the ball came upon her. And it ate her up. Second error of the game on Bowling Green. But the first time that you've seen anything problematic on the left side of this infield. They've been dynamic all game long. We'll get a pinch runner. Cheney Helton will be called upon. Really, all we care about is what's over at third, and a jacket less. Michelle Gardner will make her way to the circle. Sooner Softball is brought to you in part by our good friends at Love's Travel Stops, actually the presenting partner of Oklahoma Sooner Athletics, Love's Travel Stops. We're also brought to you by Coca-Cola. Crisp, refreshing, and irresistibly tasting is Coke Zero Sugar, the best Coke ever. Try and decide. The Sooner Sports Podcast is your all-access audio pass to Sooner Sports. You can find exclusive Sooner Sports content like post-game coverage, coaches' shows, and classic broadcasts. Log on to Soonersports.com/podcast or search Sooner Sports Podcast however you consume podcast. Sooner Sports Podcast is presented by Allstate and Riverwind Casino. And as the meeting in the circle breaks up, Cassidy Pickering will try to put an end to this one. Runner at third, 2 outs, 5-5 game, bottom of the 8th. Pickering is 1 for 2 today. First pitch, in for a strike. Pickering 1 for 2, but she's been on base 3 times. Hit by a pitch in the first. Single, was stranded at third in the second. Struck out in the fourth, which is a rarity. And walked in the 6th. Bats here in the 8th with a chance to end at the 0-1 is a little bit in, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Might Helton be off to second base here? She isn't. Ball 2. I don't know, and I don't want to give any ideas here, but if I'm Michelle Gardner or Bowling Green, I don't want anything to do with Cassidy Pickering here. I'd be willing to load the bases, but Bowling Green has struggled so much finding the strike zone. The 2-1 is hammered deep to right center field. Walk it off, Cassidy Pickering. A 3-run home run in extra innings has given the Sooners an 8-5 win as Pickering bombs it over the right center field wall. And Oklahoma needs extra innings, but gets the job done in Game 1 on a Monday. Cassidy Pickering, the hero, and the Sooners improve lucky number 13-0. The post-game show is coming up next. What a day already, and we still have another game to come. Final score, Oklahoma 8, Bowling Green 5 in extra innings. This is Sooner Softball from Learfield.
Looking to declutter? Donate to Goodwill Central Oklahoma today. Your